Hey everyone, today I want to talk about buy and sell zones in crypto trading. We're going to want to look for simple and clear structure where we can notice strength or weakness at either support or resistance. So typically you'll have something like a buy zone, and then you can layer your sells or sell in one area. So that depends on the strategy and sort of the formation of what the situation is with the crypto. So let's start off with identifying buy zones, okay? There's going to be two types of buy zones, right? Either in some type of uptrend where you're having higher lows, higher highs, right? And so you're just following the trend upwards. Or it would be on a horizontal line where there are bounces on a support level that's horizontal. For example, we're actually experiencing this right now with Bitcoin, right? So we have our support zone here, which would be in between these two lines. And, we did actually put in a higher low here already 3 times, actually. And we could get a 4th time. So assuming, right, that this little trend will hold, it is a pretty good area to buy right now. Keep in mind, we don't really have higher highs going on, right? So, we are not in a super strong formation, but we do have those higher lows and the clear support zone. So these are the two examples, right? Either a horizontal support line or an uptrend that would be, potential buy zones. And the things to look for is, of course, that support is present. There should be strong and clear buying price action. The price should be fairly low or at least a big enough pullback, right? So, of course, right, if you're thinking that this is a range bound area, right, which would seem like it's the case, you certainly don't want to buy, over here or over here towards the middle of the trend. You really want to be buying in this area that's really the lowest part of this consolidation. So that would be, a low price considering this consolidation, right? We're at the bottom area of support. And in an uptrend, right, very similarly, well, you want to make sure you're buying on the pullbacks, okay? A pro tip, right, is use a tight stop loss below support. So you can see that I actually did that right here. You could extend it a little bit more, but this, based on this trade example, would give us a 2-to-1 risk reward. We have a 1.5% stop loss that's at right below the support level, the last support level. So this would be, sold if all of a sudden we broke the trend of the higher lows, basically, right? So this is a pretty good method. Let's talk a little bit about identifying sell zones. Really, it's the same thing, but just in reverse, right? So we're going to want to spot clear resistance, right? There should be strong and clear selling price action. And of course, here we want to spot a high price. Sorry for the typo, or a high enough move higher, right? So if we're trading this on this horizontal resistance line right over here, right, we would want a high price. So like I said, it would be any of these peaks that we had over here, right? These would all be good areas to potentially enter a short and or sell, right? And once again, we can also use a tight stop loss above resistance. Sorry, once again, for the typo here. So in this example, right, it would be, we would place a trade as such. So you can put the short position tool, and we would typically, enter the short right here, for example, possibly choose a, once again, we can do a 1.5% stop loss, and then about a 2% risk to reward ratio, right? And once again, this would have played out perfectly here. We had enough safety above the resistance, so it never would have sold, and we would have made a beautiful trade here. Once again, because we're buying on a high, right? This is enough of a peak to validate buying here. We're at the top of the range, right? Since we're range bound, top of the range, that's a good sell zone. And then if you had an example, right, of, for example, in a downtrend, okay, this is a good example over here, right? More classic downtrend. We have our our lower lows, lower highs, and you would typically want to, be entering that short or selling on these little bounces here. And then, of course, it is always a good idea to buy on retests of support or retests of resistance, right? So like I said, a retest of resistance would be buying when we retest that downtrend line in an uptrend scenario. Here, if we can go ahead and pull one up, So we would want to be aiming our buys for the retests of support, okay? And if there's a breakout, right, we could rebuy on the retest of the breakout. The last pro tip that I want to give you, we're not going to go into all the details today. It's just a good practice in zone trading, right? Is to realize that there are going to be fake outs due to the natural volatility in crypto. Don't enter on either side, whether it's long or shorting, too early, and keep it simple, right? Remember, you're not going to always be able to draw perfect lines, okay? There's going to be overshoots, fake outs in a lot of real price examples, especially in crypto. If you want more trading insights, make sure to join the Mastermind Trade Club Telegram group. Link in the description down below. Thank you for watching.